Hey everyone, so here's a little 5-minute little flow just to get all your fascial lines moving, to keep all the joints healthy, all right? So let's set our feet about a couple inches apart. I want to turn my body a little bit so you can get a side profile. I've got two 6-foot sticks here, of course, all right? I'm going to place the sticks at 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. And what hands are chest level, bottom of the sticks are slightly angled towards you. I'm going to push the sticks into the floor at about 50% of my max effort. I'm going to feel the deep front line engage, lats engage, and then I'm going to go into my hinge. So I get that posterior line to lengthen. I'm going to drive the hips straight backwards, and I'm actively reaching my arms forward. But I'm not letting my traps elevate up towards my ears. I want to still keep my traps down. So I'm going to hold that, still pushing the sticks into the floor, of course. Now I'm going to drive up. Next time, I'm going to shift my weight to the side. So I'm going to change my angle again. So I'm going to push the sticks into the floor. I'm going to go into my hinge, but this time I'm going to shift my hips out to my right. So if we're looking at a clock system, I'm kind of trying to push my right hip out towards 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. Come back up. And now I'm going to go the opposite direction. Still pushing the sticks into the floor, about 50% tension. Now as I hinge, I'm going to slide my hips or shift my hips over towards that 7 or 8. I'm keeping the sticks reaching forward though, so that's still in the same direction. So you're getting that lateral hip tissue. Come back up. Okay. Now let's start to go into a standing back bend. Push the sticks into the floor, 50% tension. Now I'm going to bring that right hip up into flexion. I'm going to make sure that I'm squeezing that left glute. And then I'm going to simply just push my right foot forward. So I'm going to go into that standing single leg back bend so that I can push that foot farther away from my midline. Come back up. I'm going to exhale as I repeat again. Make sure you're exhaling as you push the foot away from you. And then inhale as you come back. Now I'm going to switch legs. 50% tension, bringing the left hip up. And again, squeezing that right glute, pushing that foot away from me, that left leg, and exhaling as I extend away, inhaling as I draw back in. And again. And pulling back in. Next thing, let's take your feet nice and wide. Place those sticks against the insteps. And we're going to move the hands up so they're just about eyeball level. So I'm going to push the sticks into the floor about 50% of my max effort. And now I'm going to laterally lunge to my right leg. I'm going to pull the sticks off to my left. I'm going to drop my right shoulder down towards the floor. I'm going to come back up, bringing the sticks back to my center position. And I'm going to switch sides. So I'm going to lunge to my left leg. Pull the sticks off to my right, dropping my left shoulder down towards the floor. So you can see that my chin is resting on top of my shoulder. Come back up. Now this time when I lunge to my right, I'm going to change it up a little bit. So I'm going to let the sticks flow with me to my right, lunge, and pull the arms back. So I'm trying to push my chest towards my right toes. Driving the sticks down. You're going to feel the pecs open up or the chest. Come back up. Ready? Now the opposite side. So I'm going to move my sticks to the left as I laterally lunge to the left, but then I'm going to pull the arms back. So I'm trying to promote, imagine that you're a marathon runner or a sprinter, and you're trying to push that chest into the finish line. So do that, really drive that chest forward. Come back to center. Let's do that one more time. Push the sticks into the floor about 50%. I'm laterally lunging to my right. I'm pulling the sticks off to my right first. When I get to my end range, I'm then pulling my arms back. On this right side, you can see that my right shin is actually going to help engage a little more resistance for me. Come back up. One more to the other side. Shift weight first, Then pull both arms back. Remember, always actively pushing the sticks towards the floor. Come back. Now, let's get a little hanging in to finish up with. I'm going to set my feet about an inch or so apart. I'm going to reach up with the top of the sticks, take a rope grip, and from here, I'm just going to drop down. So I'm going to change my side angle so you can see it here. You can see the sticks are at 11-1, just in line with my toes. I'm keeping my heels flat, so we want to make sure the heels stay flat on the ground, so that way you have some good stability there. I'm hanging, and now I'm going to push the sticks into the floor at about 40% tension. As I push the sticks down, you're going to feel the lats engage. You're going to feel all these tissues here. You should feel your shoulder blades pull down toward your back pocket. And from here, we're going to start to shift laterally. So let me show you what that's going to look like. I've dropped, I've pushed the sticks into the floor, and now I'm going to shift my weight to the left. So I'm going to feel more load go onto that left arm, and now I'm going to shift to the right. Left, right. One more. Left, right, back to center. Excellent. Now let's add some rotation. So reset your grip. Your hands may be a little tired. Give them a little break if you need it. Okay, ready? Now we're going to split the hips. So the right foot's going to go back. Back heel stays up. I'll change my angle a little bit so you can see my back hip. So as I drop down, you can see how I'm trying to get extension through this front hip. So I want to squeeze my glute and give me a posterior pelvic tuck. So that means the top of the hip is rolling back, the bottom of the hip is going forward. And as you do that, you're going to feel that through the front of the right hip. I'm going to push the sticks into the floor, about 40% tension, and then I'm going to rotate to the left. As you rotate left, you should feel that more in the front of the right hip. And then I'm going to rotate right. As I rotate right, keep your hips square. Don't let your hips open up. So you should see the left leg stay facing forward. One more in each direction. Try to get as much rotation as you can. Once again, keep your hips square so we shouldn't see any opening up of that back hip. Your heel should stay perpendicular to the floor. Back to center, and now let's switch sides. So I'll switch directions so you can see. Now I'm going with my left foot back. And take a good stride, don't be dainty with that step, so get some good separation in those hips. Once again, I'm going to start by dropping straight down towards the floor. And now at 40% tension, I'm going to push the sticks down into the ground, packing those scaps down, and I'm going to rotate to the right. Remember, posterior pelvic tuck on that left glute. And now rotate to the left. And one more in each direction. Rotating right. And rotating left. Back to center and relax. So that was just one phase through. You can repeat that again if you'd like. And don't think limited as far as I need to do this all at once. Maybe you do this circuit once in the morning and once in the afternoon just to get all the tissues moving and get those joints grooving and feeling good. Give it a shot. I think you'll really enjoy it.